I need to tell you all a secret. Something that has been bugging me, but I have yet to open up about. Something that I have been feeling just deep inside, and I haven't had the courage or the guts to even explain to myself or to any of you. I felt this is the perfect time to do it. Let me ask you a question. What happens when you die? What happens when your spirit roams the world? Do you see any other spirits? Or do you see spirits from dimensions that you have never heard or seen of? Let me fill you in on a little secret. When you die, your spirit roams the earth, but your spirit interacts with every other spirit in the world, whether it being people who lived in the house, whether it being people who lived in the house centuries ago. Let me fill you in on a little secret. When you die, not only do you see those people, but you also see people from different dimensions. Don't believe me? Why don't you try dying? Like me. Not like me, though. No. Like Brad. See, when I possessed his body, I made sure that he died. But I feel little ticks that tell me he is not quite dead. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Back to the point. The point is, the thing that I have yet to explain to you is the fact that everything here is looking different to me. See, I once lived in this house. We're gonna take a little tour, but I once lived in this house. But it was far different than what it looks like now. That was completely different. Through the years, people managed to change things. But not quite like this. No, not quite like this, because back when I lived in this house, this was a 3-story house. Back when I lived in this house, all this driveway right here was cement. There weren't any trees here. Hell, we didn't even have any neighbors. So, explain to me, please explain to me, how a 3-story house became this. Please explain to me how a cement concrete driveway became dirt and rock. When I took over Brad's body, I figured that everything would be the same. I figured that I would be living in my own world in a different body. No, that's not true. That is not what happened, and that is what pisses me off. And the fact that I am living in an area that is completely new to me, that is not my home, just aggravates the hell out of me. And many of you are probably wondering why I want to ruin Brad's life so bad. Well, the fact is that I am really pissed off at his life. He seems to have had a better life than I ever did. And now I am here. Now I am here to wreck what belongs to him. This house was not like this. This house was my house. It wasn't anybody else's. This house was my home. Now it's not. Now it's not. How would you feel not living in your home? How would you feel not living in a place that you felt most comfortable? How would you feel? These fucking things are all over my arms. These I didn't even expect mosquitoes to be in the same world, but yet they are. That's another thing that pisses me off, mosquitoes. I tell you. See, back where I came from, I wouldn't even have to worry about them because it's not even that time of year for them. But now that I am here in this completely different world, everything is new to me. Everything is new to me. Everything is disgusting. Everything is just too perfect. Where I came from, it was a dog-eat-dog world. See, back where I came from, you had to kill to survive. Maybe that's where a lot of my anger comes from. Maybe that is how I turned out, that is why I turned out to be the person who I am today. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'll have to call Dr. Phil. Yeah, unfortunately we have that bastard in my world too. I don't know. See, back where I came from, my world, everything was destructive. Imagine your world in chaos. Imagine your world in rubble. I got lucky though. See, I lived in a 3-story house. I had a concrete cement driveway. I was living good as soon as I walk outside. However, the world that I adored was not so perfect to me. It was chaos. Chaos has always been my friend. Maybe that is one good reason as to why I want to ruin Brad's life, because he is living a perfect life, a life that I have never quite lived. Every time he walks out that door, he walks into paradise. Every time I walked out that door, I didn't walk into paradise, I walked into hell. I walked into hell, to the point that hell became my best friend. Hell became my new home. And I really want Brad to experience what I had to go through. Hell! He's living perfectly now, isn't he? And I feel pretty damn good ruining his life. He needs to feel what I went through, because nobody is going to live better than I was. Everybody needs to live like I did. Everybody needs to imagine. Everybody needs to live in the chaos that I lived in. Everybody does, including Brad, including all of you. If I was able to make your lives just like mine, I would. Because quite frankly, your lives are too damn perfect if it's like this. I urge you to find different dimensions, and I urge you to find your world, because I can guarantee you it will not be the same. I can guarantee you you're happy now, you won't be happy there. You will not be happy there, and I can guarantee you that you're going to want to immediately go back to your dimension, go back to your world. Because you're not going to like what you see. But what I have seen, I have turned into. What I have seen, I have loved. What I have seen, I have adored. What I have seen was pure fucking chaos.